Well, beautiful. me and the little fella came out for a snowmobile ride. It was snowing first this morning. It's cleared off nice now, nice and mild. And right here I got a bucket of salt char. This past summer, after we finished crab fishing up in 2J North, we had a couple nights in Elevate and got a few char or the smoke, and I also salted a bucket full. Here for Good Friday, a tradition is we have salt salmon and potatoes, but I don't have no salt salmon, so I'm gonna have salt char and potatoes. That's pretty, that'll be pretty close to it. And yes, what, you want a snowball fight or what? Now, first I'm just gonna stamp the snow down here, make like a bit of a platform here. Now, first thing, gotta get the top off the bucket. Now, this old salt, I don't want to get on this, I'm close here. Tip the bucket of char over. Here, bro, I don't want to get on this, I'm close. Now, what you can do, ooh, this sounds pretty hard. Tap it around a bit. You see now that the salt goes pretty hard. Just got a couple of pieces out there yet. Oh, just the rock. Yeah. That's it. And keep moving there. It's in different places. Oh, hey, you done it, fella. Here, when I let go, just watch. You hold that camera for me. Perfect job. Hold the camera for me. I heard when I let go. Look at that, perfect job, buddy. Okay, point at the William. Yeah. Always be aware where your camera's pointing. Huh? Just tap that around a bit. Just look at that beautiful char there. Oh. Just look at that. Oh. Now, just gently tap it now. Huh? There's no way, you know, to reach on top of the bucket and haul out piece by piece is just.
And I got that whole fish thing out.
Yes, you did.
Just by slamming the hammer on top of it.
Thanks, yep. Oh, careful. Just not hitting the fish, and hitting the salt. It's really packed together too. Oh my gosh, just look at that. And char and salmon, you know, you got to soak it longer than say you soak codfish. Takes a little longer for the salt to come out of it. Just like rock almost. So it's better to do this, you clear your property, you know, because that's only salt. And you said they'll just go back to the earth. Like that. Oh my. And I'm only going to soak enough what I need for Good Friday, and the rest, some I'll put in the refrigerator and some I'm going to put in the freezer. Oh, I almost missed a piece, look. Look at that, these tail piece too. Oh, just hit the salt, not the fish like that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful piece right there. So, So that's what was in that beef bucket. Yeah, must say, it looks real good. Well guys, I'm going to cook more than I need for Good Friday dinner, and what's left over I'm going to use and make fish cakes, Arctic char fish cakes with. So I'm intentionally going to cook more than I need. I think I should do it there though. And now that I got this bucket open, we'll just eat away at this now until it's down. Yeah, put a little bit of snow down there so we'll lodge our fish back on top of it. That's what I got picked up there now for Good Friday. Right on, perfect, buddy. And you know, when you salt salmon and char and that, sometimes you know the grease will come to the top of the bucket, and then it'll get kind of, a couple of top pieces could go a little tiny bit rusty sometimes. So what I'm going to do, I'll trim off about a ½ inch on each end and just trim a little bit off the bellies, and I'll just cook those up for a meal, eat those up separate. You see the difference in color, you know, between this fish and that fish. Sometimes, you know, I'll just take a cotton glove, a brand new one, lodge on top of the bucket of salt fish, char or salmon when I put the top on, so that way when the grease comes up it'll all be absorbed by the glove. And I never done it this time, and I can see a little bit of difference in the top couple of pieces there, but like I say, you'll trim off a little bit and that'll be fine. Anyways, all that's left there is just a bit of salt. Stir her up. Alright, this is the salt char now we're going to have for Good Friday dinner. And so this is cold water on there. I'm going to wash it over very well. Wash out as much salt as I could out of it. Ooh, the water's cold in the hands too. You want to get as much salt as you can out, because when you put it in your container to soak, you don't want the water to get saturated with salt too quick. It'll just slow down the process. Watching all this salt out here. Now you see I got more tail pieces than front pieces, just because the kids like the tail pieces better. So now I got all the salt washed off, I'm going to put the plug in. I'm just going to wash it off a bit. See, the water is a little bit cloudy, you know, from salt making of it. So let it drain down again. Everything else good. Now put the plug in again. Now I'm just going to let it soak there for a minute or so. Rinse it around again. Now I'm just going to let this soak for a few hours, and tonight before I go to bed I'm going to change the water on this again. Now the rest of the char I got in this box here, I'm going to put it in the freezer, and every time I want some I'll take it out, wash it off and soak it like that, and keep doing it until it's all gone. Water off. add a bit more cold water, just rinse it around a bit. Drain it off. Rinse it around a bit more. Drain it off. Well guys, that's the fourth time I'm after changing the water on it there now. I drained the water off, I put a little bit more fresh in, just move it around a little bit and drain it off again, and then add some more fresh water, and altogether I've been soaking for about 40 hours, and the kids don't like it too salty, so I'll soak it a little more for the kids. I prefer it when it's a little bit salty myself, but I'm going to well soak this, and now next in a few hours it'll be ready to cook. Drain the water out last time. I already got some potatoes in the boiler here. I'm going to turn this on now and just going to cook the potatoes and the salt char together. This piece is kind of big, so beautiful char. Look at that. Oh. Well, not much room left in the boiler, but I wanted to cook extra because what's left over I'm going to use to make some fish cakes. Oh yeah, starting to boil there now, so I'll just turn the burner back a bit. And I tell you, oh, it's starting to smell good. Well, just look at that there. I had it boiling for about 20 minutes. I just turned off the burner and I'm going to let it just sit in the juice now for another couple of minutes. Oh, just look at that. Look at that beautiful salt char. When we have like salt char or salt salmon with potatoes, normally we have drying butter with it, but for Good Friday we don't have no drying butter. We don't eat grease on Good Friday either. Let's peel back this again. Now just do a little taste this here for the salt content mostly, but let's see here now. Oh, nice. Oh, I must say that's really good. Turn it real nice. That's the right amount of salt for me, and the tail pieces usually soak out a little more, so that should be a bit fresher, so that'd be perfect for the kids. Well, I must say, dinner was fantastic, and got a bit left over there now, and I'm going to cook a few more potatoes along with this tomorrow and make some fish cakes out of it. So, another fine meal tomorrow. But I guess that's it for this video, guys. I really appreciate y'all watching. Take care, and all the best from the big land.